All right, good evening and welcome to high school basketball tonight on Channel 15 PEGTV. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent on the camera for tonight's ball game. A Division I quarterfinal matchup here at Keefe Gymnasium between the 4th-seeded Raiders of Rutland High School and the 12th-seeded Redhawks of Champlain Valley Union High School. The winner advances to the semis at the University of Vermont on March 2nd. Now the Raiders rode the shooting touch of Bailey Plants, 20 points, to lead Rutland past Mount Anthony, 62-44. And the Redhawks surprised the 5th-seeded Middlebury Tigers, 70-46. They were led by Walker Stories, 18 points, and Chris Rice's 17 points. Though Rutland could meet Rice in the semis, it's the only team to beat the Green Knights this season, and it would be the 7th year in a row that they have met in a knockout game, with the Green Knights from Rice winning all 7 contests. So we'll see what happens. The Raiders first have to get by the Redhawks tonight. So this would be a tough one to figure. It's a team, the Redhawks, a team that the Raiders did not play during the season. So there's an unknown factor in tonight's ball game. So we'll see what happens between the Raiders and the Redhawks here at Keefe Gymnasium tonight, as we're getting just about ready for introductions from the PA announcer, and that would be the head football coach here at Rutland High School, Mike Norman, as he gets ready to introduce the starters for tonight's game. And we'll take a short break and be right back. Wow. Supple. 4:15. 15, 13, 22. All right, back at Keefe for this quarterfinal matchup this evening. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent on the camera. It's the CVU Redhawks traveling down to visit the Raiders of Rutland High School this evening from Keefe Gym, and the winner advances to the University of Vermont on March 2nd. So again, a little bit of the unknown factor. The Raiders did not see the Seahawks during the season and vice versa. So we'll see what happens. And it should be a good matchup. And never mind about the 12th seed, because they shocked the 5th-seeded Middlebury Tigers, and they beat them up pretty good. So we'll see what happens. The Redhawks are for real, and the Raiders definitely, we know what they've done all season. So should be one heck of a ball game here tonight at Keefe. The place is jam-packed, good crowd on hand. Here we go. And it's controlled by CVU, and that's Lewis. Sam Lewis controlled for the Redhawks. And he goes to, one to go to Lynn, had it stolen by the Raiders. Basket's good, and we got a foul on the play. And going to the charity stripe is Amari Brown. So Brown got the steal and laid it up and in. Got a chance for a three-point play. 7:46 left here, first quarter of action. Nothing doing, but Slade runs it down. Good hustle by Cam Slade. Not able to control for the Raiders. So CVU will put it in play, the Red Hawks, and they'll go on the offense here. Nick Lynn, number 13, with the ball. Got some help from Story Walker. Walker was big in that game against Middlebury. There's Lynn outside. For is Chris Rice. There's a shot from downtown. That was by Walker. Didn't go. Brown controls. Bailey Plant, and they got him for steps. So the Raiders will turn it over on the traveling call. And so the Red Hawks with control now. 7:20 left here, opening quarter. Raiders on top, 2-0. Downtown shot. Three-pointer is good by Rainey Supple. So Supple puts the Red Hawks on the board. It's 3-2. Raiders back to the attack. They got Brown. It goes to Kingsley now. Over to Slade. Slade looking for something inside. Casarino, pretty play inside. Casarino to Brown, and Amari gets the bucket. It's 4-3. You can certainly tell it's a quarterfinal matchup tonight. Nice defense by Plant. Gets it ahead to Slade. Up off the glass. I'll tell you, that's seeing the whole court. Plant saw the whole court that time. Got it ahead to Slade. Back the other way. Rather quickly off the glass. Shot is no good by Supple. And the Raiders back to the attack. Brown with a big rebound and a whistle. Raiders on top 6-3 here with 6:20 left. First quarter of play, and Amari Brown at the charity stripe. So Brown comes up short on both of them, and it's CVU back to the attack. Ball is tipped away. Raiders control. Casarino. Plant. And it goes in, but it hits the wire above, and it's not going to count. We did a game here earlier this season, and the same thing happened on a shot from outside for the Raiders. I can't remember. It might have even been Plant. Hit the one of the guide wires, and it basket was, the ball went through, it didn't count. Back to the attack. CVU outside. Lynn had it, now they go outside. That's Rice, almost stolen away again by the Raiders. The Raider defense relentless. Brown, and knocked the ball away. They got him for the personal. That's Amari's first. So Brown picks up his first of the contest. And Lynn will put it in place. Nick looking for help. Got it over to Supple. Now they skip it around back outside. They go inside to Lewis. Muscles his way in off the glass, doesn't go. And Casarino again controls for the Raiders. Gets double teamed as he tries to go inside there. Back to Brown, pretty play. Amari got his own rebound. Nice work on the boards. But I'll tell you, Amari working hard, and it still didn't go. Man, oh man, I'll tell you, you can't work much harder than that, and then come up empty. But 5:08 left here, first quarter. Raiders on top 6-3, and Brown back to the free throw line. Checking in is Josh Bliss for CVU, as Supple is taking a breather. That's his, so Brown gets them both. It's 8-3, the Raiders on top. That was Suppo's second foul, so coach giving him a breather. Want to go inside. Lewis, nothing doing. The Raiders, Casarino's going to pop it. Whoa. And I don't know if he really wanted to take that shot. Kyle was a little apprehensive, ended up taking it anyways, and he comes up empty. Back the other way we go with the Redhawks working inside. Lewis off the glass, coming up empty. I mean, they're getting inside. He's just coming up empty there. Brown gets it to Bailey. And Slade slides across the court inside. Going to step it outside now. Bailey goes in. Now Cam comes into the lane. And he'll do that all night long. Back to Brown. Kingsley's in. And again, they're working that. There's a good shot. He's going to take the open shot. Brown hits it. Well, they had the open look, and Amari takes it to make it 11-3 Raiders with 3:45 left here opening quarter. So the Raiders looking sharp to this point. Shot off the glass, and we got to wait a minute. Whistle and a fall underneath. They're going to have Lewis inside. So Sam Lewis picks up his second. 3:38 left here, first quarter, and the Raiders back to the attack. Now they switch it around inside. Plant. Kingsley, top of, whoa, we had a nice look there at the top of the circle, but it comes up empty. Back comes CVU. Redhawks need to get something going here. They're down 11-3 with 3:12 left, first quarter of play. Keefe Gymnasium tonight, D1 quarterfinal. Casarino trying to run it down, and it goes out of bounds. So in for the Raiders will be Tyrell Johnson. Casarino takes a breather. Sam Lewis takes a seat. And the Redhawks looking for something here. Oh, nice look back. Pretty play. Got the three-pointer by Chris Rice. So Rice puts it through to make it 11-6 now with 2:50 left. First quarter of play. Plant had it blocked, and should be Raider basketball. The Raiders will put it in play with 2:43 left. Raiders going with Johnson and Brown. Slade is in, Bailey Plant, and Nate Kingsley. That's your Raider lineup here. You go to Plant, nice look inside, gets double, triple teamed as he goes to the basket. And a whistle and a foul. So this will send Bailey Plant to the free throw line. .24 checking in as Cam Slade will take a breather. And Henry Cohen checks in for the Raiders. So Slade takes a seat. Cohen's in for Rutland, and the Raiders have a 13-6 lead here with 2:28 left. First quarter of play. There's a shot again by Rice. I tell you, Rice is doing the job from outside to keep the Redhawks in the ballgame at this point. His outside shooting has been spectacular here for CVU. Now, if they can get the inside game going, then that'll create some problems for the Raiders. But so far, Raiders, pretty good luck on the inside. There's a shot by Cohen, doesn't go. They've been able to out-rebound CVU. Johnson gets it, and it's going to be Raider basketball underneath. So Polasic checks in for CVU. This is Johnson. He goes to Brown. We got Johnson, Brown. Kingsley's in. Bailey's in. And Cohen is in for the Raiders as they give Casarino and Slade a rest here with 1:30 left here in the first quarter of play. Raiders working some time. Goes back outside the plant. CVU with that matchup zone knocked away, controlled by Walker, brings it all the way down. He goes to Rice. Now they go outside. Bliss is out there. Goes to Rice again. That's the first shot. He came up empty, but CVU gets a rebound. And they haven't been able to get that many rebounds on the offensive boards this evening so far. So the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be CVU basketball. Bliss will inbound it as Slade checks back in for the Raiders. And this time, Nate Kingsley's going to take a seat. So Kingsley comes out for the Raiders. And they want to go to the lane, stolen away by Brown. Leaves it for Johnson a little bit too much. He couldn't come up with the shot. Plant's going to take it. Off the back of the iron, rebounded nicely. And we got a foul on Johnson. Nice rebound by Bliss inside. Gets fouled by Johnson. So that's going to be, that'll be Tyrell's first. Then we got Rice bringing it up for CVU. So it's Rice and Bliss. 14 in the ball game. That's Fisher. Drew Fisher is in for CVU. It's Bliss from outside. Rebounded nicely, but they're going to call traveling on Fisher. So Fisher came up with a nice rebound. He gets called for steps. And we got less than 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's a 4-point lead. At this point, it should be more than this because of the way the Raiders have out-rebounded CVU. But it's been the outside shooting of Chris Rice that's kept CVU in the ballgame to this point. Now the Raiders will inbound here with just about 4 seconds left. Johnson will inbound for Rutland. He's got Plant wide open across the way. Bailey's wanted to get loose to take the shot. Johnson's going to take it at the buzzer, and it's going to be up above the backboard. So after 1 quarter of play from Keefe, it's the Raiders 13 and the Red Hawks 9. All right, back at Keefe, we've got a 13-9 ball game. The Raiders on top over CVU, and the Raiders going back to the starting lineup here with Brown controlling. Kingsley is in. Slade, Casarino, and Brown has a clear shot. Bailey Plant inside in there for the Raiders. Back to the attack as Chris Rice puts it up and didn't go. Rebounded by CVU, got a whistle and a foul as Hamilton got the rebound. Adam Hamilton went up with the shot, got fouled on the play. The personal was on Cam Slade, so that's Cam's first personal of the ball game. Raiders have 3 team fouls. CVU 5 team fouls at this point. So Hamilton's got another one coming here. So he got it. So it's a 13-10 ball game now as Brown brings it back for the Raiders. Cam looking inside, going back out. Oh, nice look by Brown. Pretty play by Brown. He hits Kingsley inside for the 2 points. 15-10 now. 7:11 left. Second quarter of play. Raiders and Red Hawks tonight from Keefe. Red Hawks passing it around as Hamilton just hit the deck. Boucher is in, number 12. There's a drive by Rice, puts it up and in. Well, I'll tell you, it was Rice in the first quarter, and so far it's been Chris Rice here in the second quarter as he's taken the ball inside. It was the outside shooting in the first quarter, and so far it's the inside work. Got the three-point play. It's a 15-13 ball game now. 6:50 left. We got a timeout. Coach Wood calls a timeout for the Raiders. We'll take a short break. Be right back. Okay, back at Keefe, 6:48 left here. Second quarter of play, the Raiders on top by a bucket. And the score is, I'll tell you, it's much closer. The Raiders really controlled that first quarter of play, with, especially on the offensive boards. But what's kept CVU in the ball game is the outside shooting by Chris Rice, starting to go inside a little bit more now. As there's a good look, knocked away. Good play there defensively by Polasic. Bliss back up, doesn't get it. Rebound control by Nate Kingsley as he quickly gets it to Johnson. They go inside, and it doesn't go for Slade. So back come the Red Hawks. 21, that's Polasic. 10, of course, is Hamilton. He's in the ballgame. Nice look inside. Turn around, wanted to go back outside. They do, and it's a three-pointer as Josh Bliss getting into the contest now with the three-point play. CVU's got their first lead of the ball game here with 5:40 left. Second quarter of play as they're up 16-15. Casarino with the running one-hander doesn't go. Back to Johnson now. We go to Kingsley. Casarino, nice look inside. Bailey Plant. And Plant's going to get called for the personal. So to this point, I don't know, just the personal inside, but it looks like Bailey seems a little bit off tonight. So far, to this point, 5:23 left second quarter. So they pick up the foul on Plant. He gets his first personal. He just seems a little off tonight, but hopefully he'll catch fire here from the outside. This is Rice. He's been dangerous from outside for CVU. Back outside. Nice shot. There you go. Story Walker. Walker's the one that made some noise. Him and Lewis kept him in the game against the Tigers. And so to this point, Walker gets the three-point. Or yes, CVU with a 4-point lead now, 19-15. 4:45 left second quarter. Kingsley. They become more active on the boards, the Red Hawks have. Got a whistle and they got a fall on the play. Johnson's going to pick up the personal. And going to the free throw line is Adam Hamilton. So Hamilton will be at the line for got another one coming. So he was fouled in the active shooting. So checking in for the Raiders is going to be Travis Fish, number 12. And Slade's going to take a seat with 4:32 left here in the second quarter of play. And Hamilton got one of two. We got a timeout call by CVU. It's a 20-15 ball game. The Red Hawks on top of the Raiders. We'll be back. All right, back we are. Division I quarterfinal basketball tonight. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent tonight on PEGTV for this Division I quarterfinal matchup between the Raiders of Rutland High School and the Red Hawks of Champlain Valley Union. There's Plant from outside. Boy, Bailey's been off so far. Nice rebound by Johnson. Wanted to go back to Plant. There's a nice look inside. Kingsley's got nothing. Smart to get it back outside. Plant with a nice rebound, goes up. Boy, I'll tell you, he got hammered going in and wasn't able to convert. Plant will get a chance here at the free throw line. So Bailey gets them both, makes it a 20-17 ball game with exactly 4 minutes left here in the second quarter of play. Chris Rice, they're going to feed, well, I'll tell you, Redhawks having all kinds of trouble, and they called a foul. I wonder if that was, it looks like they had Johnson. Yeah, that's Tyrell's third. He's got 3 fouls now. Raiders have 7 team fouls, so that's going to be a 1-and-1 for CVU. Raiders with 7, Redhawks with 6 team fouls. So Brown's going to get a breather as Tyrell picked up his 3rd personal. And at the charity stripe is Boucher for CVU. So Richard Boucher.
Nice job, Richard!
As Boucher gets the first one. Got them both. So Boucher gets them both. 22-17. The Raiders down by 5 here with 3:44 left. So turn of events, the first quarter the Raiders control. Second quarter it's mostly been CVU with the outside shooting and a little bit of inside work on the rebounds. Kingsley controlled by CVU, and the Raiders right now look flat. Offensively, let's see what they're going to do here against Seahawks. 3:18 left here in the second quarter. So Rice, who's had the hot hand from outside, controls. They go to Walker. Walker's been busy in there from the three-point line also. Very deliberate on offense. Hamilton in the lane. No basket. The foul was on the floor before the shot. No shot. Foul was on the floor before the shot. 1-1 for Hamilton for CVU. 2:59 left. Second quarter of play. And the Redhawks have a 22-17 lead here. And all CVU can do is just keep going to the line and make the free throws. And it just increases. Well, the Raiders have to play catch up now with 2:59 left. Second quarter. Rebound by Plant. That's Me in the ball game. Jimmy Me now for the Raiders. So you've got Me, Plant, Casarino, Kingsley. A little different lineup. Fish is in there. Travis Fish is in. Jimmy Me. Skips at the Plant. Boy, they had double and then triple coverage. That's where that collapses, that zone. Nothing doing. And it's Redhawks. Walker gets the rebound to Rice. Wanted to go in the lane. Casarino strips. Plant. Nice play inside. Pretty move by Bailey Plant. He gets the bucket. 2:10 left, second quarter. And it's 23-19 now. Redhawks working it around. Outside, pretty look at, whoa! Nate Kingsley, not my neighborhood. So Kingsley comes up with a huge block. As that had 2 points written all over it going in. It'll be Red Hawks basketball as they'll inbound it. Bliss goes to Rice. Steps it back nicely. Nice shot by Rice. Chris Rice with the bucket. And it's a 25-19 ball game. Fish wants to go inside to Nate Kingsley. Kingsley thought about it, steps it back out. 1:27 left. The Raiders work it outside. Plant with a short jumper, didn't get the roll. Back come the Red Hawks. 25-19. 1:16 left. Hamilton. Back to Bliss. They go inside. Want to go back outside. Plant goes right in, puts it up. Didn't get the roll. Back the other way. Hamilton got steps. Steps on Hamilton down the other end. Turns it over. It'll be a Raider basketball with Kingsley inbounding it here. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. So the complexion has changed somewhat. First quarter was mostly Raiders in control. And Rice shooting from outside basically kept the Red Hawks in it in the first quarter of play. Second quarter, a little bit different. Here's CVU has stepped it up, and they have a 25-19 lead with 47 seconds left. Second quarter of play. So you got Fish. Goes to Plant. Plant. And he got it. Casarino brings the Raiders 4 points closer, 25-21. And about 20 seconds left here now in the second quarter. Red Hawks going to kill some clock here. Would not be surprised. I was going to say, nice play by Fish to keep it alive. He said, what the heck, I might as well shoot it. He gets the steal and the bucket. Back the other way, and that's the end of the first half of play. I'll tell you, what a way to end it for the Raiders. As, wow. Travis Fish gets the steal, makes the defensive play, comes down and says, well, why not? He takes the shot, and he ends up making it a 25-24 ball game here at the end of the first half of play. So it's the Red Hawks 25 and the Raiders 24. We'll be back for second half action momentarily. All right, we're back at Keefe Gymnasium tonight. Division I quarterfinal matchup between the Red Hawks from CVU and the Raiders of Rutland High School. Right now it's a 25-24 lead by the Red Hawks. The second quarter was mostly CVU. The Raiders very fortunate to be where they are. Nice defensive play by Travis Fish to end the first half of play. Got a steal, got a three-pointer, and that's what drew the Raiders back to within a point. So the Raiders control with Brown now. They have Fish, well, he's earned a spot, I tell you. Played a nice game in the second quarter when he came in. Nice play by Brown, got it to drop. So Murray drove the baseline, got the bucket. Raiders regained the lead, I should say. 26-25 now, with 7:17 left in the third quarter of play. This is where the Raiders have got to step it up. They got to get the boards on those missed shots by the Red Hawks. Nice play by Travis Fish. Ball tipped around down there. And it's going to be Raider basketball. So the Raiders will inbound it. Excuse me. They have Fish, Brown, Casarino, Plant, and Kingsley in there. There's Nate from outside. Ooh, almost got the home court bounce. Brown working hard. And Amari Brown going to the free throw line here. 26-25, Raiders on top. Third quarter of play, 6:50 left. So Amari gets them both. And Brown puts the Raiders up 28-25 now. Back come the Red Hawks. He's swinging around to Rice. Way over in the corner. Back outside. Rice, who had the hot hand in that first corner, is going to take the jumper. Nothing doing. Rebounded nicely by Hamilton. And he gets the bucket. I believe we got a full timeout here called by CVU after the bucket. 28-27, Raiders on top. We'll be back. All right, back at the action here from Keefe Gymnasium. 28-27, Raiders on top. 6:26 left here. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent tonight here on PEGTV as Channel 15 brings you this quarterfinal game as the season is winding down. The winner goes to UVM March 2nd. There's Casarino, doesn't go. Rebound is by Fish. He got it to Kingsley, and they unable to convert. So back the other way here for CVU. That's Bliss. Working around. Walker was outside. Back to Bliss. Now Rice. Working around smartly. CVU quickly around the perimeter. And Rice comes up short. This is Bliss now. Nice save. He got it outside to Rice. Had it knocked away. Working hard. Back outside to Bliss. Nothing doing. Rebound Raiders and want to run. Casarino back to Plant. And Bailey comes up short with the bucket, but have a chance for a couple of shots here at the charity stripe. Follows on Chris Rice. That's his second personal of the ball game. So neither team right now, nobody really in any foul trouble at this point. Third quarter, 5:21 left in the quarter. And Plant will have another one coming. The Raiders, Tyrell Johnson has 3 personals. And that's pretty much it, but he's on the bench right now. No lane violation there apparently, so 30-27. Both free throws were converted. And back comes CVU now. Rice for the Red Hawks. Nice look to Hamilton. Nice block by Kingsley. So Nate's got a couple of blocks this evening. Both coming opportune times too, because Red Hawks going inside, trying to work it inside to get some points. And Kingsley coming up nicely with the block. Amari Brown for the Raiders brings it back. Raiders working around against that zone. Plant. Boy, I'll tell you. Working hard down there. Casarino back to Brown. Now to Travis Fish in there for the Raiders. Whoop. Now they slide over to pick it up outside. Now they go back to Casarino. Into Nate Kingsley looking. Nice in the lane. Good look. Doesn't go for Brown. But there's Fish. Fish trying to get some garbage points in there, and he's in the right place, the right time this evening. As Travis Fish working hard here for the Raiders. Checking in for CVU, number 14. Fisher, Drew Fisher. Hamilton's out, Fisher comes in. All right, so Travis gets 1 of 2 as Cohen comes in for the Raiders. Nate Kingsley takes a seat. So Kingsley's out, and Cohen is in for the Raiders. Back to the attack, the Red Hawks. Over to Rice. We skip it over to Boucher now. Boucher over to Rice. Back to Boucher. Good defense there. Double team by Brown and Casarino. There's a shot from outside. Doesn't go. Whoa. And I think they're going to have Cohen inside for the foul. As one of the Red Hawks hit the deck. That was Fisher went to the deck. And they got and they gave it to number 24 for the Raiders. Henry Cohen picks up the personal. That's his first. And the Red Hawks control. Fisher, Rice in the lane, nothing doing. Got the rebound by Fisher. Back to Casarino down the other end. Plant from downtown, nothing. But it's controlled by Rutland. Casarino's going to take it. Got it. He just nonchalantly stepped it up and sank the three-pointer. Back the other way, and we got a timeout called by CVU after the bucket was scored by Fisher. So Drew Fisher with the basket. 34-29, Raiders on top, 3:15 left here, third quarter. We'll be back. All right, 3:15 left here, third quarter action from Keefe Gymnasium tonight. The Raiders on top of this one, 34-29, as they battle back and forth with the CVU Red Hawks. I'll tell you, Fish putting on a clinic out here. Travis Fish with the bucket. He's played really well in that second quarter and in the third quarter. What a great ball game he's having. Almost had another rebound. In the lane is Rice. He gets fouled, and we got a whistle on the play. Let's see who this is going to be against. So that's going to be, Cohen picks up his second. So Henry got the second personal, and at the line is Chris Rice. So Rice got the basket, the foul shot, 37-30, gets one of two, and 2:35 left. Brown on the drive. Now Murray comes up short on that one. Rice is going to take it coast to coast. Well, Brown's thought about it. Went inside to Cohen. Cohen muscles his way in, comes back out to Casarino, got it. Kyle Casarino with the bucket. 2:09 left here, third quarter of play. And skip it over the other side. Shot from outside doesn't go. And that was put up by Walker. So Walker coming up short on the three-pointer. And back the other way we go here. Raiders control, 39-30. Third quarter, 1:40 left here in the quarter from Keefe. Turn around by Plant, up and in. So the Raiders working the inside game here as Plant comes up with the bucket. 11-point lead now by the Raiders. Shot from downtown is good. Three-pointer by Nick Lynn, so Lynn gets the bucket. And it's a 41-33 ball game. As Brown's going to take some time off the clock. Now they go inside the Plant. Had it blocked in there partially, back the other way, quickly. And over the back, they're going to have, I think we're going to have a foul. As Fish was down there ready to get the rebound, he got pushed. So CVU, number 14 coming out, that's Drew Fisher. So Fisher picks up his second personal. So he got a breather. Getting ready to check back in will be Polasic. Shot from outside by Casarino doesn't go, but rebounded nicely by Johnson, Tyrell. Controlling for the Raiders. Raiders have been able to muscle in with some inside shots, and they've got some three-pointers. A nice mix to take the lead here in the third quarter of play. Plant working hard. Bailey Plant with the bucket. Plant hits the deck. A little gamemanship out there. So there's a shot from outside. Doesn't go by Lynn, controlled by the Raiders. 10-point lead for Rutland. Plant from downtown, doesn't go. That one missed by Bailey, but that's all right. The Raiders still have a 10-point lead after 3 quarters of play. Raiders 43, the Red Hawks 33. All right, here we go. Quarterfinal action tonight here on Channel 15, PEGTV on the air from Keefe Gymnasium. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent. We got fourth quarter action underway here. The winner of this one advances to UVM to play March 2nd. And let's see that they got a whistle and a foul. CVU coach is not very happy with that call, but it's going to send Amari Brown to the free throw line. So Brown will go to the free throw line for the Raiders, and they're up 45-33 at this point. Brown gets the rebound after the shot. Good hustle by Amari. Lost his footing over there on that far side. Steps it back outside now. 7:32 left, fourth quarter. 45-33, Raiders. Ooh, inside drive, nice. Comes up empty by Johnson. Back the other way is Rice. And going in hard there was Travis Fish. Seems to be okay. Going to the free throw line. Now we got the official chatting with CVU coach. And this will send, the foul was on Travis Fish for the Raiders. That was his first. And at the line here is Chris Rice for CVU. Coming up short on both ends. So Rice comes up empty. And it's 7:12 left here, fourth quarter of the contest between the Raiders and the Red Hawks tonight. Quarterfinal action, 45-33 Raiders inside, couldn't get it to go. Pretty look inside there for Johnson, but he comes up empty. We got a whistle and a foul on the play, so he's going to go to the free throw line. Foul is on Polasic, that's his first personal. And Johnson with a chance to extend the Raider lead that much more. 46-33, another shot coming here. Is CVU subbing in here. Supple's going to get ready to, no. And he'll be going in here shortly for the Red Hawks. Nice rebound by Amari Brown, keeps it alive for the Raiders. Well, Travis thought about it. Here's Casarino as it comes back to Brown. Brown puts it up and in. Amari Brown with the bucket. Basket by Brown. Back the other way, 48-33. Raiders now putting a little bit of distance between them and the Red Hawks. Here's Rice from outside. And knocked away. Brown gets the rebound, covers up. Now that's been the story of the third quarter. Actually, this fourth quarter thus far. Raiders controlling the boards here. Cohen, nice look inside. Johnson. And I guess that's what they call chemistry. The Raiders have got it going right now here with 5:58 left in the contest. There's a shot from outside off the rim. Now the shots that the Redhawks were making earlier in the ball game aren't dropping for them here at this point. And that's frustrating for CVU. Brown goes in. Got a little too fancy on that one maybe. And we got a whistle as we've got subs going in here. Timeout is called. And we're gonna take we'll take a short break. 50-33, 5:38 left. We'll be back. All right, back at Keefe, ready to go here. 5:38 left here in the contest. And the Raiders will inbound it as Brown goes to Casarino to Fish. Plant is in, and Kingsley also for the Raiders. Travis Fish, he's had a nice ball game here when he came in second quarter of play. He's worked hard as Brown has. Amari coming up short on that trip. So the Redhawks back to the attack now. Got a lot of ground to make up here in a hurry. There's a shot from outside, boy. Coming up cold right now. That was Supple with the outside try. And Brown controls for Rutland. Skips it over to Plant's gonna take it. Boy, Bailey, I don't know, a little bit off tonight, but there's Casarino. Plant picks up the garbage and he's got the 2 points. A little garbage in the lane there for Bailey Plant. And it's a 52-33 ball game. Double teamed outside. They put the Raider defense relentless here this evening. There's Rice in the lane, puts it up and in. Chris Rice with the bucket, 52-35. And coach wants them to come up as far as half court to pick them up on defense. Brown leaves, oh, nice play. Brown left it for Kingsley. And Nate gets the basket with 3:55 left here in fourth quarter of play. 54-35, the Raiders have opened it up now. We got a whistle and a foul. It's on Nate Kingsley, so Nate picks up his second personal. 3:49 left. And this will be inbounded by CVU as the Redhawks will put it in play. Working around now. That's Lynn. They go to Rice. Rice is going to take it. Well, he's been snake bit here the last quarter, or the whole second half. Ball went off Brown, so it's going to be CVU basketball. So Lynn will inbound it here for the Raiders. Out to Rice. Back to Lynn. And he got the bucket. Nick Lynn with the basket. Pretty play. Little back and forth play there by Rice and Lynn. 54-37. Chance for a three-point play here for CVU. Casarino. Now he's going to, whoop, thought about slowing up. Now he comes back out. Goes to Brown. Kingsley. Puts it up. Nothing doing. Gets the rebound. Second. That's good work by Nate Kingsley on the boards. Second, third effort got it for Nate. And there's some discussion here on the floor between the, so I guess we got I got you. Okay. Thank you. White called the timeout. Red have possession. Well, that happens sometimes. So at any rate, it's CVU basketball. We got that straightened out. 3:05 left here in the contest, and the Raiders up 56-37. Rice on the drive. Chris Rice working hard. He got popped in the nose. Coming back the other way. Kingsley off the glass and in. So Kingsley here has stepped it up in the fourth quarter as Nate's using the glass for that shot. Brown came in, knocked it out. And CVU, the Redhawks will inbound it. The Raiders, Kingsley, Plant, Casarino, Fish, and Brown. And now Coach Wood calls the timeout. 2:37 left, 58-37. Raiders on top of this one. We'll be back. All right, here we go. 2:37 left in the contest. 58-37. And it looked like another block by Kingsley, but what'd they call here? Let's see. They got the Redhawks going to the free throw line. Nick Lynn at the charity stripe. And the foul was going to be on Kyle Casarino. That's his first. (58-38). Raiders up by 20 here with 2:35 left. Full court press. That was actually Davis who got the foul shots. I thought it was 13, but it was number 3. So George Davis got the foul shots. Inside to Kingsley, didn't go. Rebounded by the Redhawks quickly to Davis. Goes inside. Nice play. Up and in off the glass. 58-40. And Omari Brown controls for the Raiders. A little bump on that play, so Brown will be, 17 fouls for CVU, 6 for the Raiders at this point. So they'll send Omari Brown to the free throw line. Checking out number 12, Richard Boucher for CVU, 15, Walker Story. And checking in for the Raiders, Saquon Golan, or Golan. Golan has just checked in for Rutland. So Saquon Golan checks in for Rutland with 2 minutes left in the ball game. Number 11. There's a shot by Rice and it goes. 58-42. I guess that was a two-pointer with 1:50 left in the ball game. And a foul outside by number 13, Lynn. And Omari Brown at the free throw line. 1:48 left here in the contest. Another one coming for Omari. So the Raiders stepped it up here in definitely in the fourth quarter, but they started to pull away late second half of that third quarter and have pretty much controlled the contest here in this fourth quarter of play. So Travis Fish, I tell you, he had a nice game tonight. Travis Fish, the senior, coming in the second quarter of play, and he did a nice job. It's a nice hand from the Raider faithful here, as did a good job out there tonight. And we've got Rice back the other way now for CVU. This is Supple. Back to Rice. in the lane. The shot off the glass doesn't go. Rebounded by Amari Brown. So Brown brings it up for the Raiders, 60-42. 120 left here in the ball game. Brown is in Kingsley. Golan. They go to Golan, but it goes in out of bounds. So it's going to be, now we got 22 going in. So the Raiders will, curtain calls for the Raiders. Kingsley comes out. And CVU is going to put in, the subs are going in for CVU also at this time. 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter of play. And a nice round of applause by the CVU faithful here this evening. Made the trip down. And the Red Hawks coming up a little bit short tonight. But they made their mark. They got came in as the 12th seed. They upended the 5 seed Middlebury. And I'll tell you, they gave the Raiders all they could handle. Or about three and a half quarters or so. So we got a whistle and a foul on the play as the foul will go against 23 for the Raiders. Jimmy Mee picks up the personal, that's his first. And at the free throw line is 21, that's Polasic. So Reese Polasic at the line got on, 1 of 2. 32 seconds left. Jimmy Mee controls for the Raiders. Mee's in, Cohen is in. Joe Ruby's in there. And also Noah Tyson. Nope, we got a whistle, they got traveling on Golan. So that's your Raider lineup here with about 16 and a half seconds left in the contest. 60-44, Raiders on top of this one. Driving the lane and the basketball is going to belong to CVU. Shot from outside doesn't go by Jack Morris, and that'll do it. The final as the Raiders tested early by the CVU Redhawks, coming in as the 12th seed against the 4 seed. And it ends up being a Raider victory, 60-44. So again, what was a tight ball game in that first half. The first quarter, the Raiders were up 13-9, had a 4-point lead after 1 quarter of play. The Redhawks played them tough. And then what about once you got to, actually the Redhawks they had a lead. They had about a 7-point lead at one point. The Raiders fought back with some inside work. Travis Fish coming in that second quarter did a nice job for the Raiders. And Nate Kingsley did some work underneath. Amari Brown and some outside shooting by Kyle Casarino. Cam Slade in the mix on the boards. So the Raiders overall did a nice job against the Redhawks. Tough job coming in, not knowing anything really about your opponent. So it was a tough matchup, I suppose, for both clubs. And the Raiders will go on. They'll move on now to UVM as they'll be in action in the semifinals at the University of Vermont on March 2nd. So once again, your final 60-44. The Raiders over the Redhawks of CVU. Rutland moves on to the semifinals, and this will be our final show for the basketball season. So we wish the Raiders good luck. I want to thank Stacy Kent for the camera work during this coverage of the basketball games that we were able to bring to you on PEGTV. So the Raiders go away with a win, and they'll move on to the semis. For Stacy Kent, Mark Carboneau saying so long. We'll see you down the road.